In 2023, Nghệ An should have 24/28 major targets met and exceeded the plan.
Israel and Hamas agree to extend ceasefire.
To prevent fishing vessels' infringement of foreign waters.
You're watching today's news on NTV. My name is Ha Giang, your host. Continue to bring Vietnam-Japan cooperation programs to a comprehensive and profound effect. This was emphasized by Vietnamese President Võ Văn Thưởng during the meeting with chairman of Kyushu Vietnam Friendship Association and the Japan-Vietnam Expert Association during the president's visit to Japan.
At the meetings, President Võ Văn Thưởng highly appreciated the contributions and positive support of the two associations in promoting cooperation between the two countries over the past time. Upgrading Vietnam-Japan relation to a comprehensive strategic partnership is a good opportunity to promote bilateral cooperation. The President suggested that the two associations continue to boost cooperation activities in the coming time, bringing Vietnam-Japan relation to a comprehensive and profound effect. Leaders of Japanese associations in their turn pledged to make further efforts to promote cooperation between Japan and Vietnam, to support the Vietnamese community in the Japan to integrate into the local community.
Although facing many difficulties, Nghệ An province socio-economy still records good results in 2023, especially two economic bright spots, which are FDI attraction and export turnover. The province is expected to have 24 on 28 major targets met and exceeded the plan. According to the General Statistics Office, the growth rate of gross product of Nghệ An province in 2023 is estimated to reach 7.14%. Budget revenues at nearly VND 18 trillion. Attracting investment and export turnover continues to be bright spot. As of November the 20th, 2023, the total newly granted and increased investment capital reaches more than VND 46 trillion, nearly 1.4 times higher than the target set. The number of new projects increased by 13%, 1.4 times higher than the same period in 2022. As a result, Nghệ An continues to be in top 10 localities attracting the target's FDI investment. Total export turnover is estimated at nearly USD 2.9 billion, up more than 30.5% compared to 2022. 2023 is the third year exceeding the Party Congress resolution target. Many other areas also achieved positive results, such as administrative reform, improving the investment environment, building new rural areas, improving social security. Israel and Hamas have reached a last-minute agreement to extend the truce for at least one more day to allow negotiators to keep working on deals to swap hostages.
According to regional media, the agreement was announced just 15 minutes before the ceasefire in Gaza was set to expire at 7 a.m. November 30th local time, or 12 p.m. Vietnam time. The Israeli military said the temporary pause in fighting with Hamas Islamic movement that controls the Gaza Strip will continue in light of the mediators' efforts to continue the process of releasing hostages and subject to the terms of the agreement. As such, the temporary ceasefire will be extended into 7th day until December 1st. Since the first day of truce, Hamas has released 97 hostages, but Israeli military said at least 140 hostages were still in Hamas' hands.
Coming up next are some updated news.
According to the latest circular of the Ministry of Public Security, from January 1, 2024, new regulations on residence certificates will be applied, including the increase of the validity of residence certificates to 1 year. The circular also states that the reception of residence registration documents is carried out directly at the Residence Registration Agency or online through the Public Service Portal, VNeID application or other online public service according to the law. The Residence Registration Agency is responsible for confirming residence information as citizens requested. Processing time is from 0.5 to 3 working days, depending on whether the content of the confirmation request is included in the residence database.
According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, another northeast monsoon will hit our country today, bringing moderate rain, heavy to very heavy rain to the area from southern Nghệ An to Vinh Dinh province from the evening of November 30th to December 3rd. The rainfall should be from 100 to 300 millimeters period, even over 400 millimeters. It is necessary to prevent the risk of flash floods, landslides in mountainous areas and flooding of rice and crop areas in low-lying areas. Take precautions flooding in urban areas if heavy rain in a short period. During thunderstorms, there is a possibility of tornadoes, lightning and strong winds, flash floods on small rivers and streams, and landslides on slopes.
Nghệ An has won 3 gold medals at the 2023 National Boxing Championship, taking place from November the 22nd to November the 29th in Đắk Lắk province. This year, tournament has 324 athletes from 36 delegations from provinces, cities, and industry nationwide. Athletes compete in 2 age groups, 17 to 18 years old and 19 to 40 years old, with 40 weight classes for men and 30 weight classes for women each group. Nghệ An has 9 athletes and 1 coach. At the end of the tournament, Nghệ An ranked the second with 3 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and 2 bronze medals. Moving on to today's story. Thanks to signalers' drastic efforts and effective propaganda of the functional force to raise awareness among fishermen while exploiting seafood in accordance with the law, the fact that fishermen turn off positioning devices, remove or obscure registration plate to evade inspection by law enforcement had decreased significantly. A boat carrying Quảng Ngãi province registration plate catfished in Vietnamese waters close to the delimitation line on the Gulf of Tonkin. To prevent the risk of unintentionally crossing the demarcation line, Vietnamese law enforcement guided fishermen to firmly grasp the position and coordinate as regulated.
All of our nautical instruments have the demarcation lines. We remember them all, so when fishing here, we're only operate within Vietnamese waters and not to cross into China's waters.
The interagency patrols and joint patrols with foreign countries recently showed that in order to prevent fishing vessels from violating foreign waters, the inspection, maintenance, and monitoring of vessels must be rigorously conducted at wharf and harbor mouth.
Our functional forces and coastal guards have stepped up the propaganda for fishermen, especially boat seafarers, to clearly understand and strictly comply with regulations before departure and during the journey to avoid violating fishing regulations.
In addition to legal awareness campaigns, the functional forces will continue drastic patrol and inspection on sea, as well as stricter handling of intentional violations to prevent fishing vessels from infringing foreign waters. And now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching.